G'day, Ronnie Dale, Four Wheeling Australia. Welcome to the Australian Outback. I'm going to give you guys 10 tips for road trips. And it's not just about the dirt roads, it's also about the bitumen. Convoy tips, how to keep yourself occupied in the vehicle, best snacks, all that stuff coming to you right now so you get an awesome road trip. Stay tuned.
Another thing we should consider on a road trip is the speed you're doing. So if you're worried about fuel consumption and you're towing and you've got a strong headwind, you might want to slow down to about 90, 95. But if you're doing this in a 110 kilometre zone or a 130 kilometre zone, it can be a bit of a dick move to other traffic. So what you might want to consider is when you're on a double line and people cannot overtake you, do the speed limit. When there's no one behind you, it's okay to go slower. If you're in a convoy, leave gaps so people can actually get around you. No one wants to go up to like 160 just to get past your whole convoy. Apart from that, just don't be a general dick on the road. The number one thing that really pisses people off is when you're in an overtaking lane. When everyone gets to the overtaking lane, everyone speeds up. If you're one of the guys who's going slower, slow down in the overtaking lane. Let everyone else in front of you who wants to go faster than you. And you're going to find it's going to be much better for everyone. Peace out.
One of the most important things of a long road trip is keeping yourself hydrated. It keeps the mind active and it also forces you to stop for 10-100s, splashing your boots. You got to pull over. It's good to pull over every now and then just to stretch your legs and splash your boots. It keeps you active, it keeps you going. Coffee on the other hand is really good, but you have to keep your hydration up with the coffee because it will dehydrate you and it will also make you poo. Let's talk about energy drinks. Monsters, Mothers, Red Bull. Red Bull gives you wings. People may argue that they're bad for you, and you know what? They're probably correct. But you know what's worse? Falling asleep and running into a tree. Death is bad. Death is worse than Red Bull.
I'm the captain now.
Here's another tip for you. If you've got a passenger, you don't have to drive yourself all the way. We're doing 3,800 Ks. And if you're going to drive that all the way by yourself, that's honestly being a little bit silly. Wouldn't you think?
Yep, definitely.
Also, your passenger will be bored as just sitting here looking through the window.
Yeah. I'm feeling quite awake. You can sit over there and get stuff done.
Yeah. Just sucks there's no reception.
Yeah. You can plan at least 2 videos in the little patch of reception before and after each town.
Yeah, true. We can plan the next tip too.
Yes.
See you then.
So a good tip for when travelling long distance and you're a solo driver is to keep up the banter between each car. Yeah, keeps morals up and keeps you awake. Hey Ronnie, you got another joke for me?
Yeah. What does a look like when it's flat wrapped? Yeah.
Dunno.
Pull out your driver's license and have a look, mate.
Ah, you bloody bullhead. Gotta love the company you're with, otherwise you kill each other.
When it comes to keeping yourself occupied in the vehicle, everyone knows music, everyone likes music. Music is good, but you also got to embrace the boredom. Embracing the boredom will give you a good break and will give you some good time to think. Embrace the drive. It's your alone time. There's no one nagging you, you don't have to be anywhere. The drive itself is what I look forward to. I love long drives. Embrace the drive. Now there are some other things you can do as well.
Choice of listening for long distance travelling. Audiobooks is one of my favourite. La last one I did was actually Game of Thrones. So that's a nice long one, and it keeps your brain active because there's a lot going on. There's lots of those sort of books. Podcasts, they're another good one. Learning all sorts of different things while you're on the road. And different choice of music. I download all my Spotify before I leave home, so the data's not too expensive. And I have lots of different stuff. Country, DOOF, heavy metal, anything you can think of. That way you can change it up, especially when you're on the road for 8,000 kilometres. You don't want to listen to the same stuff over and over again.
When you're on a road trip, make sure you check them nuts, your wheel nuts. Those ones down there.
So Ronnie,
Yeah, mate.
what did we just discover?
Well, we're on a Mercy dash to the bottle-o. We're running pretty low. We haven't topped up anything, and we're like on the last couple of beers. You can't go camping without beers. Well, we can't. And on the way, we heard this noise, and we're like, "Oh no!" Sound like a clunky noise. Turns out that that back wheel, the wheel nuts were all loose. There was one that was kind of still a little bit tight, and the rest were like halfway off, and it was doing this thing.
Lucky.
Lucky, very lucky. So I'm actually half glad we did the drive on the tarmac, because that's when we knew there was something wrong. It was so corrugated.
That on the tracks.
Yeah. The last one to check now. It was the opposite side, passenger side.
And the other front.
These are loose too.
Wow.
We'll check yours when we get back to it, I think.
I think so. Considering I just got new tyres put on, so.
What do you reckon, Torbs? How's this for a tip? Make sure you bring basic tools so you can do basic repairs or basic filter changes.
Yep.
Make sure you got that, because if you're on a road trip and you got to be somewhere and it's a big one, you don't have to rely on a tow truck to come out and sort you out. You can do it yourself. You're much better off rather than waiting hours.
Oh yeah.
UHF radio communication while you're driving. Now, if you are traveling in pairs or a convoy, then have one radio on your private channel. We use 50, 51 or 52 because it's above in the 40 spectrum, because most people use 1 to 40, and have a handheld on 40, because not everyone has two radios or needs two radios. And if you don't have a mounted radio in your vehicle, just get two handhelds, one on your private channel, one on channel 40. The reason for two channels is you don't want to clog up the channel 40. That is the highway channel. That is, excuse me, Mr. Truckee, can I drive around you? That's what that's for. The private channel is more for, I had too much chili last night, I really need to go right now. That's that kind of stuff, or banter. How appropriate. I think we can kick off a bit of convoy chat. So when you're driving in a convoy, you gotta plan your stops beforehand, because if you don't plan your stops beforehand, you're gonna find that you're gonna be stopping here, there, and everywhere. So before you go on a convoy trip, on a road trip, plan your stops. We're going to stop here for a leg stretch. We're going to stop here for fuel. We're going to stop here for food. We're going to stop here for the toilets. If you plan those out, it's going to go so much smoother. In fact, I would recommend, if you're going on a big road trip, try and go as far as you can on your own before you catch up the whole convoy you're traveling with, because you'll find that you'll get there a lot faster and a lot easier.
Another tip for traveling in convoy: don't be afraid to tell the rest of the convoy you're struggling to stay awake or focus on the road. No one's going to think anything less of you. Just call them up over the two-way and say, look, I'm struggling, we need to just pull over, stretch my legs, run around the car 10 times, whatever you need to do to wake up. It's everybody gets tired. So just speak up. That way someone's not going to get hurt.
Ah! Sometimes it's good to have a nap. If you're about to fall asleep, pull over, have about a 20-minute nap, and you'll probably find that you can get pretty far. You're an asshole.
Your 20 minutes is up.
Hans, we have pretzel, yes?
Ah, Heiner! Danke! Pretzel!
The French fries, monsieur?
Oui, oui. French fry. From Francais.
Very palatable. Very palatable.
Serious note here, with French fries, it's actually a good snack. You can just pull out one at a time and this will keep you awake for a long time. One at a time.
Amused.
If you can do one at a time.
My latest one is carrots. That's my snacks. So that way I don't stack on the kilos, which is not good. Lollies, teeth fall out. Keeps the missus happy, and they're cheaper. So they're my tips. Hope they work for you.
How about a few of D's nuts?
That's unsalted cashews. Good brain food. Actually a healthy snack.
Yeah. It's sweet, yet savoury.
Them nuts. Would you like some? Yours at home?
Good shot.
You're welcome.
Tricky sticks. They seem to be alright. Oh, bloody hell. Oh. Bit of advice. Check the use by date. You're going to be awake for a while now.
Need something a bit more healthy, I reckon.
Healthy fruit salad.
Yeah, like that's a good choice because fruit is good as a road snack.
Yeah, buddy.
Now you're talking fruit salad. On a serious note, my go-to driving snack has got to be beef jerky. Expensive, but it keeps you awake. It's like a protein chewing gum. What's your go-to snack?
It's been the pork crackle this trip. I love the pork crackle. I recommend carrots and celery sticks.
Go be a rest of the drive.
Yeah. What I recommend and what I do, two different things.
Yep. Do what we say, don't do what we do.
It's like a public service disclosure.
Except for the jerky. Jerky's good. It takes while they eat. So what is your go-to snack? And what is your #1 road tripping tip that we may not have covered? Hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe. Thumbs up. See you next time. Signing off.